It's been scrubbed from the internet, but I got it, and I'm going to show it to you. Was Bryson DeChambeau on a recruiting trip for the Crushers at the Walker Cup? That's what we want to know. And you tell me what you think about this, but when you see the clip with that context in your mind, you're going to say, and think about it. But then after I tell you, which I'm telling you right this second, it was taken down from everywhere. So then I was like, why can't I find this? Why is it gone? It hasn't been 24 hours since I saw it. It hasn't been 24 hours since it was posted. It was just posted, and now it's gone. But I got it. So I think, rightly so, that Bryson was on a recruiting trip at the Walker Cup. People say he is just there because he loves the place. He does love the place. He said that the 9th hole at Cypress was his favorite hole of all time. Drivable par 4. He's going to drive it with like a 4-iron or 5-wood, but it's a gorgeous hole nonetheless. Okay. And he's also from San Jose, so he's from nearby. Also, he even said in an interview that he was on his way to Napa to spend time with the Ryder Cup team. I love this. So all of that makes a ton of sense of why he's stopping by Cypress Point to watch Team USA battle it out. Amateur versus amateurs, GB&I versus USA. USA pulled it out. Great match and exciting times. Bryson had a moment where he got to go into the locker room and just root on and encourage Team USA, which he did. And I'm going to play the clip for you right here. Watch this thing as we go. All right, he's there. He's in the locker room. He's walking around, clapping, shaking hands. This is the important part right here. And listen up. Did you see that? Did you hear that? Let's play it again. Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume and listen to this right here as he's giving the high fives. Not this one. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let's do it again. Listen. Not Ethan Fang. Not Mason Howell. But Preston Stout. What'd he say? What'd he say? Yeah, you heard it correctly. That's Preston. So I believe it's Preston Stout. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's who it looks like to me. And he says, high fives everybody. He says, sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up for what? What are you signing up for? You're already in the Walker Cup. He's not, hey, sign me up for the PGA Tour. Bryson can't sign you up for the PGA Tour. What can Bryson sign anybody up for? Oh, the Crushers. He can sign anybody he wants to his team. And Preston Stout says, sign me up. Or whoever that was. It looked like Preston Stout to me. So it's allegedly Preston Stout, the Oklahoma State Cowboy, phenomenal golfer. And he says, sign me up. I only thought one thing. Sign me up for LIV Golf. So then I'm thinking, okay, this is interesting. Because it seems like, one, why wouldn't you let Bryson in to Team USA? Why wouldn't you? Guy's like the number one social media golfer out there. He's killing it all over the place. He's one of the best golfers in the world. He's one of the few professionals there supporting Team USA. So why wouldn't you let the guy in? He's just a lovable, likable guy, especially for these young guys, mostly college player, one's in high school, and then Stuart Hagestad is more of the elder statesman on the team, but for the most part, it's all college players or one high school guy. So you're going to let Bryson in because he's super engaging, popular, does a little pep talk speech, and Bryson later told us all that he basically told him and gave the team kind of the direction that Keegan Bradley, Ryder Cup captain, said to the team, the Ryder Cup team. So that's kind of the spirit that Bryson gave to the team. And what we know, though, is that LIV has a history of obviously recruiting players. Think about John Rahm. He's recruited Caleb Surratt, young player, recruited him straight out of college. So why wouldn't somebody want to recruit somebody that's an up-and-comer straight out of college? You watch these guys play, you see what they're doing, and one guy says, sign me up. It sounds like maybe he doesn't even have to be on a recruiting trip. These guys are auditioning for Bryson's team. Why not? I think that's interesting. I want to know your thoughts on that also. But keep this in mind. On the GB&I team, we had Ian Poulter's son playing. So you had two players from LIV at the event. One was there all week with his son, Ian Poulter, and I wouldn't say he's on a recruiting trip. He's a father supporting his son, but how many other professionals did you see out there? That's what I want to know. The ones I saw most that were prominently featured all over the place were Ian Poulter, who's on a LIV team, and Bryson DeChambeau, who's on a LIV team, captain of the Crushers. And one of the guys says, sign me up. I also think it's really awesome for Bryson to even say he's going to Napa to be with the team. The team is playing this week on the PGA Tour. They're all at the Procore, I believe, championship out there in Napa. And Bryson's going to be there with the team. He can't play in the event. It's fine. He shouldn't be allowed to play in the event. He's not on the PGA Tour. There's no reason for him to play in the event. He's on a different tour. But kudos, thumbs up, shout out to Bryson DeChambeau for going anyways and being part of part of the team and supporting the team. And that is awesome. We talked about that in a previous podcast, and I think it's great that he's going. And of course he's going to go. He is a die-hard Team USA golfer, and he wants to compete. That's what I love. I also said he should quit playing professionally and just be a full-time YouTuber. I do think that, but I think that will happen later. I think he wants to obviously compete at the highest level for as long as you can, but he's also going to be the number one golf YouTuber out there, influencer, and he's still, even with what he's doing with LIV, it seems he does have plenty of time in the off season to just make a ton of content and do a ton of these challenges and film them, put them in the can, so to speak, and have them released throughout the year. That's, I don't know, if I'm his manager, I probably would say, let's shoot maybe 5 more of these little ping pong ball things and just have them packaged up, and we'll release them throughout the year. Something, the challenges, doesn't have to be the same thing, but whatever it is, why wouldn't you do that? I mean, they film TV shows weeks, months in advance. Movies are finished filming a year, sometimes more, 2 years before we even see them. So why can't he do all those things ahead of time and release them later on in the year? I think it's a brilliant idea. Either way, I think it's interesting that it seems as though Bryson may have been on a visit to the Walker Cup that transitioned into a recruiting trip or an audition. Was it a recruiting trip or an audition trip? Maybe we could go there. You tell me what it was. Was he picking and choosing? Is he a scout? Or was it more like an audition to be on the Crushers? Let me know your thoughts. Fun stuff out there. See you guys soon.